All right, everybody. Good morning. You made it. I made it. We made it through the intro. I see there's 30 awesome people here. So without further ado, guys, let's bring out TripWire, our co-host, and then we're going to hit up the chat and bring out the guests. Here he is from Straight Up Metal Detecting, TripWire.
Two sides of the coin to choose from. Two sides of the coin, they are mine. Two sides of the coin, I'm getting weary. Which one should I choose? I need time.
What's going on, diggers and diggers? Welcome to the live stream here over on MAER Videos. Y'all know who I am. I don't have to tell y'all who I am.
That's right. We gave you the good intro.
Yep, that's enough said.
Yeah, and you're on Friday?
I'm on Fridays. Fridays, I do the vault. I do a coin collecting show on the vault on Fridays. Saturdays, because it's snowing outside, at 6 o'clock, I do a live stream, the electric live stream.
Yep.
It's focused on metal detecting and coin collecting, but it's also free form too. And Sundays, I am right here. I'm going to be here on Sundays. Basically, from now on, we are done with cyber detection. We beat the game. So from now on, I'm going to be hanging out with this phenomenal channel, and hopefully I'll be here every Sunday to be hanging out with you all.
Hey, guys. We're going to do the chat now. Are you ready, Tripwire? I'll try to pop it up on the screen. You can say hi, too. So we got River Sticks. Hey, Tom. He's saying hi to Nancy. Hydra Comics is here. Cynthia's here. Hey, Cynthia.
709.
Brenda. How about this one? Robert, in from England, the UK. Nice that you're here. Adventures with Goat. Jeff. Kay's digging it. Thanks for coming, Kay. We got Shane from Ohio River History. He was my buddy on Late Night Tripwire.
Oh, he was?
A couple days ago.
Oh, yeah, sweet, cool.
Nathaniel Outdoor Adventures. He's in the back.
Familiar.
He's romancing the chat.
That's
awesome. Mike's here. Mally Man. Everyone's laughing. We're having a good time. Way Into Adventures. Remember them, Tripwire?
Yes, I do.
Our buddies from Austria. Or no, Germany, sorry.
Yeah, yes. Okay, now I know.
Germany. General Dighole's from Austria, actually. Right. Shout out to Dighole. He was on again on the late night as well.
Oh, he was.
Oh, yeah. We got Anthony from Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. We all love Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Bill's here. Hey, Bill. Thanks for coming. My good friend Alex from Russia.
Hey.
United Treasure Hunters. Check out his channel. His last video, guys, that he premiered, he spoke in 3 languages. He spoke English for us. He spoke Spanish, and he spoke Russian. I really think you should check out
I can't get
Russia Diga. Yeah, United Treasure Hunters. Let's keep going. We can make it. We got the Viking. He is a new friend. Viking King.
Okay. I'll look him up.
Brandon from Alabama Dirt Digger. There's Nancy. She was on the other message, but hey, Nancy, we'll put you right up there. Deej is here.
Deej, what's going on, Deej?
Yeah, for Valentine's Day, we're going to have Nancy and Deej for all Digettes episode.
Oh, yes, that is true.
We got more hopefully coming.
Yep.
If there's any ladies, Tripwire, yeah. You tell him.
Well, right now we're doing a Thanksgiving special for Valentine's Day, and we're going to try to get as many Digettes on as possible because, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Reed's here. Get those girls on for Valentine's Day. And Rory's going to be with us.
Deserve.
It's Aurora's birthday on Valentine's Day. So
she's going to be on the show. She's going to make her debut on her birthday on Valentine's Day on this show, and I cannot wait for that.
On Meet and Greet.
Yep. Big time.
Okay, I think we're getting close to the bottom. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunters here. Thank you for coming. We have, Dennis, DF Digger. He was first. I couldn't scroll to the top of the chat. You know, you guys are loving us so much. It's just flying by. 508 Magnets. Josh is here. He was on the show.
Yep.
Now, everyone's links from the Treasure Fam, especially if you've been on the show, are in the description below. Now that I said that,
awesome.
Let's keep going. Holy beans. 50 likes giveaway in effect. Get us that 50 likes, guys. I think I've almost scrolled to the bottom. There we go. Mark the Berg Hunter.
Oh, what's up, Mark? How you doing, eh?
Frank from Digging Richmond.
Hey, Digging Richmond.
Yes, he's a fellow Canadian, and we made it. I think I said detecting Okanagan. What? MS Detectorist was in here. Hi, Mark.
Okay, we got him in at last second.
Okay, guys, at some point we have to stop. And we'll say hello again as we go further in there. Bluticus. Awesome, you guys. This is awesome. 39 people already. So without any further ado, guys, let's start going through the guests right at the top of the list. The man who promotes the, I was going to say sport, but let's call it sport and hobby of metal detecting at all times. Park Rat Pat is a big man in the community. He's always doing giveaways. He brings people into his own group called the Rat Pack. So let's play his intro, guys. And then we'll bring up Park Rat Pat from Park Rat Metal Detecting.
Yeah.
I felt like it took me a long time to say that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Man, that's a catchy tune, Pat.
How's it going, Pat? How you doing today, sir? You all right?
Doing pretty good. Still trying to figure out the StreamYard thing.
Oh, you got on here.
I sign into other StreamYards and I get right in. I go to sign into this one and there's like all kinds of bells and whistles.
I have it so you have to authenticate, because I've seen like hacker types jump in and hijack people's streams before. It's possible. We don't want none of that.
No.
None of that.
And I don't use Google Chrome, so I had to get that and start using it for this.
It makes it easiest.
Yeah.
Next on the list is Nathaniel.
Let's do it.
And I made him a special intro because he didn't have one for me to steal. So here, let's go. Pat's laughing. I screen record everyone's intro if you have one. It's part of being on the show. Here's Nathaniel.
Hey, cool, guys. Thank you.
Did you see all that sparkle, guys?
When I watched
that video.
You made that?
I think it's one.
Nathaniel, take it from him.
He'll tell us
name's
about
on it. Take it. That's too good.
I've stolen it already. Yeah.
You already got it.
Oh, yeah. I sent him a high-quality copy of it. He can have it. It's for him to love and cherish. He can do whatever he wants with it. Nathaniel. You can put it in your video.
For $72.95 a minute, you can put it in your video.
Yeah. No royalties.
We're gonna make a profit one day.
Something nice. You know, because Nathaniel, the first time I commented on one of your videos, I said, "Wow, that 1980 coin. That's lucky for me because that's the year I was born." And he sent me like 5 coins from 1980, not even knowing me. So, yeah, instant friends.
Very nice.
So our last guest, let's not make it take too long. From We Dig It, all the way from the Virgin Islands. I don't know if you noticed. Nathaniel's from Switzerland.
Oh, from Switzerland.
It was on the coin in the end. That was a Swiss coin, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the
that was.
Yeah, Nathaniel's from Switzerland. So here we go. Let's bring in We Dig It from the Virgin Islands.
Cool intro. Oh, that was a cool intro.
Guys.
I like that.
Gene. The last thing you expect is for that thing to explode.
Yeah, there you
go.
Here, let's see what he's got. Where is he here? Show it off.
Hey, Pat.
Oh, the
there we go.
Oh, that's
Park Rat Packers in effect.
Oh, that's
There
really
you
cool.
That's awesome. I still haven't got mine in the mail, but all the mail from America takes forever to get here.
Yeah, because our system's shaft.
So we all made it. And this is the part of the show that is everyone's favorite because TripWire is going to hit you with the questions.
Yeah, anyhow, we're going to go through some of the, I'm going to ask you a couple of the older questions that we do. Here we go. Again, for those of you that are new, I'm going to start off with Pat.
Oh, wait, interruption. Don't start.
Stop.
We are at 51 likes.
Oh.
We're here to answer questions and learn who the people behind the channels are. So TripWire, you hit it. Okay, TripWire, hit us with those big questions.
Yeah, the questions that nobody ever wants to answer. Anyhow, yeah, seeing as how we all got here and we all got YouTube channels, I always like to kick it off with the first question right off the bat. What inspired you to start your channel in the first place? Because everything has an origin, and I love hearing why people start their channels. I forgot what the order of people are already. So whoever's to my right, go ahead and ask. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Parprat. We'll start with you, then we'll jump to Dig It, then we'll go over to Nathaniel. So why did you start your channel in the first place?
I'd been detecting for about 5 or 6 months, and I won a contest on YouTube to go to what was called the Ultimate Permission. They were only picking 15 people to go there, and I won out in Idaho. And this was a 300-acre gold mine ghost town that had burnt down in the 1870s. And I dropped everything I was doing to make sure I was going to be there for that event. And I'm camping on the ground, out in a tent. There's ice on the tent in the morning, and by midday it's hot. And, you know, that's the usual rundown. But the people that were there, Rob Johnson from Spud Digger's channel on YouTube, he was the one who had put this all together. And there were a lot of names there that I recognized. James Opfar, who will be at the FH7 event that's coming up. He was there, and he's from Tough Run Metal Detecting. And I hunted with him, and between him and Rob, they really inspired me to get some sort of channel going. They're like, you know, people are going to love what you find, but I think they're really going to love your attitude, man, because you're so bubbly. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I had a few little videos going, and things had worked out where I was working. So at the time I was like 49. This was about 3 years ago. And I was able to retire. And it was like, well, I'm just going to be throwing myself into the YouTube thing all the time. And that's when it really started snowballing and building up for me. It was just, I love getting out there, making people happy, doing the giveaways, sharing my joy and adventure with the rest of the community. But Rob and James were the big inspirations for this. And I remember thinking, wow, I mean, look at James. He's got like 300 subscribers, you know, and Rob's got almost 1,000 subscribers. And it's like, I'll see what I can do, you know, and do my best. And it's like, I'm almost past Rob now. You know, and I passed James a while back as far as subscribers go. But again, these guys work full-time jobs, you know, and I'm blessed that I don't have to work.
Totally.
I put a lot more time and energy into it. In the last 3.5 years, I've got close to 600 videos out there.
Wow.
Yeah, you're working.
I thought I had a lot. Holy cow. That's a ton.
It's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I trust me. You're preaching to the choir on that one. I know that for sure. We dig it. Why did you start your YouTube channel?
For us, it was really, I guess, time. So you guys know what happened about a year ago. This pandemic kind of took everybody by surprise, and we found ourselves with a lot of extra time. So we wanted to because of where we live, we wanted to show our family, you know, kind of keep them connected with the boys and as they grow. And so honestly, it started because we had time and we wanted to stay connected with people that we knew. It kind of morphed into what it is now, which is, you know, kind of, you know, putting out videos every week and, you know, doing different creative things. So yeah, it was really just kind of, we had time, and that's about the best answer I could give you, I guess.
Yeah, that's a perfect
Totally.
answer. At least all this COVID, at least there's a good reason something came out good out of it. So one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I would have done basically the same thing. Nathaniel, why did you start your YouTube channel?
Well, I watched thousands of videos before I started doing anything on my own.
Tell me about
it. It was actually Klugscheißer Dan, I think his name is, Smart Ass Dan's channel in Germany that got me starting making videos. Because that guy finds some incredible stuff, but it's a lot of wartime stuff. But the jewelry and gold and stuff that guy finds, silver coins, I mean, he's got a really incredible channel. So it was him actually started me off in making my own, because I did a lot of war sites over here. And then I realized I prefer, although I still like the war sites, I prefer the older history as well. So I've now mixed some of the wartime stuff, but I can't cross borders at the moment, so I'm away from the wartime sites.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let me
that's
unfull
cool.
screen.
Put the right lighting underneath that. That'll glow like crazy.
Oh my God,
that
those
is
are
beautiful.
that's Swarovski. That's almost Swarovski there.
One of the guys I hunt with makes these for me.
Yeah.
He's a retired glass master, and I
got that right.
shot him this idea, and boom, the next thing you know, I got lucky rats to be giving away.
Cool. Hey, look at that, 2-for-1 deal. And yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna move on
so
to
close, guys.
I think that I am Marlon. I think I'm the only person in your channel's history to lose on the wheel twice in the same episode. So last week,
I know that was
didn't
fun.
take my name off, and it was like, hey, no, this guy really is loser. So let's get him out of here twice.
I'll give you a little bit more.
MW's here. Thanks for coming, MW.
Here's a question that I've never asked because I just thought of it this last week. And again, this show is all about asking questions that you will not hear on other channels anywhere. Here we go. Did you ever get injured while metal detecting? And if so, how bad? Park Rat, we'll start with you, then the Weed, then the Nathaniel.
Good.
Yeah. Did you ever get injured?
Probably my worst metal detecting injury. And I've fallen down hills and all kinds of great stuff like that. But for me there was a lot locally that I was doing. It's publicly owned, and it was seriously overgrown. So I went out there with my hand scythe and was cutting it down. You can see that in the video. I'm good with the scythe. I got the 36-inch blade. I will swing that thing all day long. And I had stopped to do a honing on it with my stone. And one time coming across, I cut the tip of my thumb right down to the top of the fingernail. And I was like, and I bandaged it up and I kept swinging it going. But all through that video, all I could feel was this boom, 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 boom,
just the
pain. And, just the thought of getting cut gives you the willies. But man. So I'd say that was my worst, other than kneeling down on a thumbtack.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
Then you mean the detector didn't pick up the thumbtack that you landed on?
I must have passed over it, and I got this great signal. It turned out to be a little charm, but as soon as I kneeled down, it was like, and that was my last time not using knee pads.
See, knee pads. That's genius.
Oh, yeah. I have to nowadays. We dig it. Did you ever get injured metal detecting?
I mean, everything that we've done has just been kind of minor. The only one that comes to mind right now is kind of a noob mistake. I was detecting, and I knew it was a can, and I just reached in to get it and sliced my hand up pretty bad. So therefore I carry gloves now.
There we go. I preach that. I preach that all the time. Wear gloves. Was it Nathaniel? Did you ever get injured while metal detecting? And if so, how bad? Did I lose you, Mr. Nathaniel?
Not really bad. I fell down while I was metal detecting in a mine in the UK, and I fell and twisted my ankle, but it wasn't too serious.
Anything sucks when you're out there. Remember one time
but that was before. That was.
What's happening?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, I didn't want to butt in, but that was before I did any videos.
Oh, that was,
yeah.
okay. Well, still, I mean, just going out metal detecting in general, whether you're on camera or not. I know
Doesn't
one time I
matter.
blinded myself with dirt. That had to be the most painful thing because I didn't even have water on me. It was like I don't know, like fall or something. So I really wasn't dehydrated. But I went to go dig,
Oh,
put the spade in, went up, and it went right in my face. And I swear there was a chunk of dirt in my eye, and I could not see for like
Yeah.
a while. Oh my god, I got to get out of here.
Oh, the hazards.
So yeah, that sucks.
Was that all three of us?
Have any of you ever had a run-in with a vicious animal?
Oh, yeah, we answered that last week. I'll let you answer that one first, and we'll go over to Diggs and Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no right off the bat. The closest thing was just a dog, and it was behind a fence. And Scrappy Diggs thought he was a big. My dog Scrappy Diggs is about this big. The dog behind the fence was ginormous, and just out of nowhere, started yelling, just started barking like mad. My dog jumped back, and he's looking at me like, "Dude, stop digging! Get out of here!" And
Yeah,
so there's Scrappy
yes,
Diggs
here.
right there. We got Scrappy Diggs in the house. You heard his name. So yeah, but no. Other than that, no. I that's the only animal. What about you? What animals do you run to?
For me, it was a muskrat. Actually, that's appropriate for the Rat Pack, isn't it?
Oh
And
yeah.
he was kind of cornered against a fence between me and him escaping, and he actually reared up and like hissed and kind of lunged at me like he was, you know what I mean? It was him or me, and I let him go. I let him go. Yeah, I didn't get bit.
No, that could have been dinner.
Yeah. Dudes, we got new people here. Digging Connect came in. I've been flashing the messages.
I'd say
MW animation. I might have missed Corey before.
Pat Rat. What did you say your animal yet? I got distracted by cuteness.
well, other than getting eaten alive by fire ants, which happens a lot here in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I've come across some snakes and some skunks, but the only one that really ever scared me was a moose, because moose can be very territorial and protective. And when I came walking out of the brush onto the trail, and there's a moose 40 feet away from me, it's like, yeah.
Oh, the chat keeps moving. Here, Hydra, I'll just bump in 1 second. He's mad at YouTube. You see this one, Pat? Everyone's complained about. They come back, dude. If they come back and chat, YouTube's got them in limbo, I found out. Don't get discouraged. If you want to see someone who's positive all the time, you watch Pat's channel here. He's going to help you with that. I'm just going to say that right now. Sorry to interrupt.
Big time. Moose are huge. They're scary. I can remember one time up in Maine hitting the brakes and having the hood of my car stop under its belly.
Oh, God.
Thank God I was in a small car.
Thank God I didn't have to use the restroom.
Dude,
That was
those things, they're vicious when they're protecting their territory. I'd rather deal with a badger.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, badger.
The moose leech.
And you guys right here,
we dig it.
I forgot to say it.
But
Everyone here, feel free to drop your links. And I know some people are probably doing it for other people if they're not blue.
Do it.
Totally fine.
Yep.
Share the love. I want all my friends to be friends with each other.
Yep, definitely.
All right. I'll stop interrupting. I can't help it.
No worries. We dig it. What man-eating animals have you ran into?
Probably the worst thing for me was it's just a product of where we live. So a centipede. I reached into a hole to grab something and pulled some dirt out, and then this giant centipede just comes up out of the ground. It's not massive. It was like 6 inches long, and they're pretty dangerous here on island. I mean, they're hideous looking.
They get a lot
It's
bigger.
actually in one
In
of my
Canada,
videos.
they get limited by the temperature, I think.
Wow, centipedes. I never would have thought about that one. Yeah, I'm not.
but they're
a big fan of
poisonous, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I didn't
They
know
say
that.
for a 12-year-old or younger child, they are potentially lethal.
Really? I just learned something
wow.
new today. I would never have guessed that in a million years, no matter how hard I tried. But
Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
welcome to the show where you can learn something about animals. Kind of cool. How they do.
That's a lot of moose accidents.
Nathaniel,
Yes.
what animal did you run into that that biggest, wildest, craziest animal?
Wild boar.
A wild? Did you say bull or boar?
Boar.
Boar.
Boar. Okay, yeah. Pig.
Yeah, wild boar. I was going through the woods Yeah, going through the woods metal detecting, and I had my headphones on, so I didn't actually hear it coming. And the first thing I saw was one of the tiny baby boars, and then I was like, "Uh-oh, there's got to be mummy boar around here somewhere." And
Little
and she
piglets.
was like 4 feet away from me, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Those things
So
have
I
those
slowly
tusks.
backed away from her, and yeah, fortunately she didn't come at me.
Don't they like I think they can
Yeah,
gore
they
people.
do, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Relic
Sure
hunting
they
South Texas. I don't know if Shar is here right now, but if you guys check out Relic hunting
They
South
can, yeah.
Texas, she's got a game camera, and she's got wild pigs. They're feral, but pretty much like a boar. They come right through her yard, grazing.
That's crazy.
Anyway, relic hunting South Texas.
She's been getting on some really great stuff lately.
Wow.
Yeah.
She gets into such nice areas with good history.
I think it was her that her last episode didn't she find like one dig? She found like all this stuff in the same hole.
Yeah.
I think so. She was at a trashy kind of on the farm there, where there was a bit of a dump.
Like horseshoes, everything, same hole.
Yeah, that definitely worth going back to.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh look, here we go. Official gold digger in the house.
Hey, what's
Thanks
up?
for coming.
DJ.
So Yankee down sale.
Okay, totally before I forget, we're going to do one more question for sure. It's a question that everybody absolutely despises, but I ask it anyways just because I love the question. What was the worst thing you ever found metal detecting? Not the best, but the worst. No one else will ask that question, I guarantee it. So again, Mr. Pat, we'll start off with you. What is the worst thing you ever found metal detecting?
Totally.
That's okay. So when I first started the channel, I used to hunt with this guy named Dave, and I went out to this place locally called Memorial Island, and they hold events out there, flag raisings and such not, and it's just a very peaceful kind of place. But I checked, and you're allowed to metal detect there. So by this one tree, I got a really banging silver signal. I was using a MXT E-Series tracker. You know, it's like a fairly old machine comparatively to what's out there now. And I got this great signal. And as I dug down, I found just the corner of a box. And I called my buddy Dave, and he came down with a little battery-powered Sawzall, and we were doing our best to cut the root away. I did get cut on a piece of pottery that was down there for some reason, but we could not get this box out. And finally, we got to a point where we could pry the box open. And we looked down inside, and it was a bag of ashes. So closed it back up and covered everything in. And now I got this big cut on my hand. And it was like, you feel kind of bad because it's like, it makes sense, I guess, that in a place called Memorial Island, you're going to find a box of somebody's ashes buried. So I should have known better. But out of all the things I dug, I'd say that was probably the worst for me. Because, I mean, I felt bad about it for days. It was like, you know, here's this hero in the ground, and I'm going and playing, you know.
I asked about homeless people, Jeff. I think last time, but not usually.
I know we didn't ask that on this. Let me get this other two.
Get these other two, and then we're going to the giveaway. And then it's time for open panel, guys.
We dig it. What is the worst thing you ever found metal detecting?
Before that, I mean, Pat, what a range of emotions, right? I mean, you're going up. I mean, as a treasure hunter, you know, you're digging, you find a box, you're like, yes, here it is, finally, right? And then all of a sudden, something like that. That's crazy.
He's cutting the roots, and we're talking about how, oh, yeah, we're going to divide everything 50-50, man. It's going to be perfect. It's like you got this big excitement going on and still new to detecting. It's like, I found a trove. No, I found Uncle Dave.
That is horrible. Probably the worst thing for me, you know, I kind of answered this last time I was on. I was in the second half of the show last time, but at the beach detecting and get a quarter signal, start digging, and along with the quarter was a baby diaper.
Why those things pop up everywhere?
Nasty.
Now,
took it off to the kid,
total crap,
buried it.
man. Total crap.
It was probably fermenting for a while.
That is a rat dropping. That's how those all started. When I was on the hunt in Idaho, they told us if you poop in the woods, you have to bury it. But they didn't tell us we couldn't put a coin on top.
Yeah. Okay, guys, here we
You
go.
guys are mean, dude.
I think we had our first
Oh,
moderator incident in the chat, and I'm sure it was an accident. So no worries. Ed got timed out, I think. So let's all lower our heads in 300 seconds of silence for Ed. Okay, we're back. Sorry, guys.
That's
sometimes you bump your phone screen by accident, and I've seen it happen before. I don't know where it is in the chat, but I think Ed made it back. There, he's back.
Oh, yay.
No worries, guys. I'd rather have all my friends be able to share and have an occasional whoopsie.
Yeah.
You know, no big deal. Okay, let's finish her off and spin the wheel, guys. Oh, I left that message on. Sorry to single you out, Joel. Rude.
All right. I'm not exactly sure where you're going with this, but I'm going to ask Nathaniel the last question here, which is, of course, what is the worst thing you ever found metal detecting?
Yes.
I can't say the worst. I guess the most dangerous thing I found was 11 unfired shells from the World War II.
Ooh.
And yeah, I was expecting something good because I had a lovely signal, and of course these brass casings give off fantastic signals. And I just dug one after the other out of this trench because they dumped all this unfired ammo into this hole. So I had to report that to the bomb squad, and so they got to come out and blow it all up, and they wouldn't let me film it. So yeah.
There we go. I fixed the wrenching situation. I think that's why that happened. Of course, that should be a moderator.
That'd be heaven. I love digging ammunition of any sorts, even though I never held a gun in my life. But yeah, I would have loved it. I make so much jewelry out of that, it'd be crazy. So we're gonna play Spin the Wheel, Make a Deal.
We found all that ammo. That was awesome. Do you think someone tumbled down the hillside, or was it coming out of the dirt? What were you saying there?
Say that again?
When you were digging all those handgun bullets and rifle shells, and they were on that hillside, did you figure out if they were coming out as the hillside was crumbling, or did someone dump it as they tumbled down the hill?
That one is still a mystery. That's not the one I'm talking about. But okay. That was there was such a mix of different types of ammunition from different years, including iron bullets, which, as far as I know, they stopped using them at the end of the war. And so I really don't understand how. I guess it's some old person who had a store of ammunition that they gathered over the years, and they just threw them all away with the holster for the pistol. But I didn't find the pistol.
That's right. There was a holster. So like some guy was, I got this from my grandpa. I don't want this old stuff. And he chucked it in the bush.
I think so, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So TripWire, I have a question. You said you love digging ammo, and I'm relatively new to detecting, right? Just over a year. But there's a couple different churches that we dig at, and I'm a pastor of a church, and yesterday at our church, I dug up a bullet, and I dig up bullets at churches all the time. So what's the general idea? Like, why so much ammo at church?
I honestly have no idea. One thing could be is that like I found some at schools. I found empty M16 shell casings at junior highs and elementary schools, even high schools.
Yes.
Fill dirt, believe it or not, because sometimes if they're doing landscaping, they will go somewhere and get what's called fill dirt, and they don't go through the dirt. They just scoop it up with the big thing and then dump it into a dump truck and then bring it over, and then they dump it. So that might be a reason why you ended up finding that.
There we go.
Just awesome. Not on this show.
That was fun. Thanks, Pat. I really appreciate that you added to the awesomeness.
You gotta keep. The more you give, the more you get.
Exactly.
I mean, I had these things made, and it wasn't just to sit around and be a rat army. Although
That's
I
awesome.
do like having a rat army.
Okay, guys, here it goes. Links coming in the chat. It's the time of the show when I like to say, who wants to come up? And TripWire may ask you a question, or you could ask one of your heroes on the screen a question.
So far, I love that one question that was asked by somebody in chat about, what was it, a homeless person or someone that was unhappy. So bring your bodies up here. Don't be shy.
There we go. I just popped it in. I'm going to see on my phone.
Oh, there we go. Got some
We've
more
been
humans
having a lot
coming.
of fun.
All the misspelling and everything, dude. It's cool.
Oh, General Dickhole, he made it from Austria. Hello, General.
General Dickhole.
Jeff.
I was watching Plugmaster Ford one time. Did you guys see the episode where he got removed from a property that he had permission? Like the lady gave him permission and then came out a few minutes and said the cops were on their way and they had to leave.
Oh, the second he probably started finding stuff.
Yeah.
And then she went to the store and got her own metal detector.
Yeah, probably so.
Here we go, guys.
He gave up
Our first one coming in. You guys look at that. We got Josh from 508 Magnets.
Hey, what's going on, Five?
Hey, how we doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Just let me clear this. And I think we got a couple more. This is going to be awesome. There's the link. What I want to do is clear that. Who wants to come up?
I really like this question. Whoever came up with this question, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a really cool question.
Here we go. Next one in line, coming on up.
Metal Shark.
We got J-Man.
What's up?
And don't panic, guys.
Hey, Marlon.
ORH, what's up? How you doing, hey?
What's up, TripWire?
Nothing much. Just hanging out, having some fun. Got a phenomenal question from somebody in chat earlier, and I absolutely love it. Again, we're going to start over with Pat Rat. We're going to work our way around left to right because that's the way I like to do it. Did you ever run into somebody like a homeless person or somebody who's irate while you were metal detecting? You ever have any bad encounters with another human being?
Yeah, let's hit our new guys.
So start with Pat, and then we're going to go over to 508, We Dig, Nathaniel, Metal Sharks, and Shane. So let's start over here. Boom.
Okay, so yeah, I've definitely run into some angry people out there. Usually when I'm at a park or a playground, some people will want to get belligerent. You shouldn't be here. You're digging holes. It's going to hurt the kids. One lady had gotten up in my face about, oh, whatever things here belong to the city and you shouldn't be taking stuff from the city. And it's like, I have permission to be here. We're allowed to hunt public lands. Yeah. It's okay. And she started getting up in my face and she said, my brother-in-law is a police officer and he's going to come over here and he's going to arrest you and he's going to take you away. And in true park rat style, I looked at her smiling and said, and yet somehow I don't care. And I got back to swinging.
Yeah.
Positive Pat.
Positive Pat.
No, sir. Did you ever run into anybody that's irate or someone else upset with you while you were detecting?
Hey, TripWire and everybody. I haven't personally run into that so much, but one of my brothers goes detecting with me some, and he and my dad ran into a homeless guy near the pier at Pensacola Beach. And he did a video that's called Mixing It Up with Mind Labs, so it was in there. Mm-hmm. But my brother tried to be really kind, and he was trying to give him a wide berth, but the guy still got mad. He had his little cod and different belongings under a pier, and my brother was just trying to pass by. But I almost didn't show it in the video, but I figured it's real life stuff that happens. I didn't want to exploit, the situation, but I feel like that's really sometimes what happens, and detectors need to be ready for it and try to stay calm.
Yeah. Totally.
Most definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. Thank you. What about you, my friend, Five? Do you...
Josh, 508.
Yeah, you don't have the names up, so I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Oh, hang on. This is the problem.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now I know who I'm talking to. Did you run across anybody that was irate with you metal detecting?
Nobody that was angry at me. The few times that I've done it on the beach, I've had some intoxicated people come up and they're just like, "Well, are you looking for buried treasure, man? Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, just no, nothing yet. Like, whatever."
Yeah, for me it was kids.
Oh,
you're stealing our treasure from the playground. That's what I got. They were going to beat me up, and there was a lot of them.
What do you think? Did you find run into anybody that's been irate?
No, we haven't. Curious people asking you, what you have found, what kind of detector, that kind of thing. But I've never run into anybody that was upset. No.
Okay. Well, Good on you. I know it. Well,
Yeah.
let's see what Shane. About you? Did you run into anybody irate?
So almost, we had an incident. We were going down the riverbank. We live on the Ohio River. Of course, that's why that's in my name. But we were going up the side of the bank, and we were detecting down through there. And I came up, and I started finding what I thought was a mess of coins. And I started picking them up. But the more I looked around, it was somebody that is technically probably homeless. They had built a little shelter, and I think they were hiding their spare change. So I was quick to put it back and go on about my business. And hopefully they didn't come after me with a knife.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I had your hearts because I would have pocketed the coins. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would have. I know. Cool.
Even
Right.
wait. He just dove down the crowd right into
Cool. There we go. Okay.
our
Cool.
screen.
What's going on, MW? You all right today?
Hey, TripWire, how you
Mike.
doing?
Doing
Marlon,
phenomenal.
Nathaniel.
So, guys, we got
Oh
full.
my God, everybody.
I will step on out and just kind of lurk in the background, give somebody else a chance on screen.
Oh, for sure, Pat. You know what? I say we're so casual here that you can go whenever you want. And I seriously thank you for coming, Pat. I would have said this a few minutes from now.
Yep.
I love being part of the Rat Pack.
Appreciate
And
it.
thanks for doing the giveaway.
Enjoy it. It was my pleasure. Good seeing y'all. Get out there, keep swinging, and never forget, you are only one hole away from a really good day.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
I like that.
Awesome, Pat.
Pat, you are awesome.
There we go. Look at that. Pat cleared some room, guys. Try jump up again. If I need to put the link in the chat again, I can. Oh, it worked,
MW.
guys. We made
Yeah,
some
MW.
room. Here they come. Here they come.
Pardon me about that. I'm
Adventures
getting,
with Go.
we get so many people coming, upping and going. It's hard for me to keep
Yeah,
track
it's
of what
tough to
story
really
was which.
orchestrate it. But I think now everyone who probably wanted to jump up has, because it's not popping up saying people are trying to get in.
Okay,
let's
so I can continue on, right?
Continue, sir.
Thank you. MW, did you run into anybody that's been irate while you were out metal detecting and give you any crap?
I've had a couple, strangers who didn't really belong in the when you're doing beaches, some people will look at you weird, but which I don't get. But yeah, no, I had one place where I got permission. The landowner, said, yeah, go ahead, you can metal detect. And my wife and I started. We found we started off big. We Crotobel was the first dig, ox shoe, and then my wife hit like 3 coppers. And the lady comes over while she's digging the 3rd copper, and she's like, "Oh, you can metal detect, but you can't dig."
I love
What a
that.
Yeah.
joke.
We were just kind of, my wife and I just stared at each other for a minute and was like, "Well, okay, I guess we're done here." So,
Wow.
that was probably my worst. I mean, she wasn't, she was just, she's a tough cookie, let's say, She wasn't really mean, but she was just straightforward, and, she thought it was cool that we metal detected, and then we started digging, and she didn't think it was cool anymore, so go figure.
So, one does follow the other person, you know that.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah,
look, you got something
exactly.
here, and on to the next beat, I guess. And I'm going to jump over to Nathaniel, because you keep stop moving people. You're confusing me. You
Trying to keep our guests
you're
at
driving
the
me nuts
top.
with that.
Guess at the top,
Leave it.
And
Leave
then-
it. Don't. No.
below.
Bad Mar. No touch. Leave.
Keep on going.
Alone. Nathaniel.
I will leave it.
Did you ever run into anybody that's irate?
Yeah, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I ran into someone at a place where I call it the Fields of Dreams, because I'm finding lots of hammered coins and a Roman coin and stuff.
Ooh.
And he came up to me and he said, what are you doing? I explained what I was doing, and then he was very friendly when he was with me, and then he got very angry and said he was happy that I was there. But I'd asked the owner of the land whether I could be there, but it turns out that he was the subtenant. He rented the ground off him.
Oh, well, bugger
So
off.
technically, the owner of the ground should have told him that I was there, but he didn't. And he was angry that I was on the ground, but that's not my fault. But he was very stressed and told me, he's not happy about it and he should have been told. But I just said to him, look, it's not my fault. I don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's got their kiddos in the background.
But I still have the permission, so I think he must have calmed down.
That's cool. That's always a plus. You didn't lose that. That's always a good thing. Go. Did you ever run into anybody that's been irate without detecting?
I went to metal detect on this old abandoned railroad, and I go back, and I've been back there many, many times. And there was a stolen car. I'm pretty sure it was stolen. It was kind of launched up on a log, and then there was a very well-established homeless camp with a very unfortunate young lady using her hands as a broom. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna leave her alone. So I walk back on the trail, and I run into a very, very high individual that was painting his shoes with a marker. I run out into the middle of the woods, and that kind of freaked me out because I was alone. I didn't have my piece on me. And then I just went on my way, and everywhere that I wanted to go metal detect on this abandoned railroad was it was just covered in trash. Homeless camp over here. And so I just basically just walked the entire track. And then I just said, you know what, I can't film. It's just, there's just too much trash. I'd just be cleaning up the area basically at that point. So I just grabbed the video.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a trip. I never heard of anybody painting their shoes with markers, but first time for everything. Maybe Nike can make a profit off of that one day. Mark, did you ever run into anybody that's been irate?
Irate?
Well,
that was my. Did you ask me?
Yeah, your name's Mark.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was kiddos, and they were so mad I was taking the coins out of the playground sand. I was stealing their treasure, and they were going to gang up on me.
Really? It's okay. As for me, because I'll ask myself the exact same question.
Yeah,
I've had the cops call. I don't know if it's just because I'm just me being me, but if you saw me walking around, you'd probably think I'm up to no good anyways. But yeah, I've had the cops called on me many times. But the cops have always been super cool. But as for an irate person, this is actually kind of a funny story. What I was doing is I had a bad day. I kept everywhere I went was horrible. School, nothing. This one park, nothing. I ended up going back to this. I found the last park. I'm like, I'm gonna dig here, and if nothing turns up, I'm gone. I can't take it today. It's just not a good day. So I'm sitting there detecting, and you got these two kids that are on their bikes, and they're only about like 10 or 11 or something like that, and they're kind of like almost like circling me, and I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Then they took off. And then one of the kids had the guts to come back and goes, my mom said that you're not allowed to metal detector. And I'm already having a bad day. So I just gave him that look. Took off.
Yeah.
I'm like going, not today, kid. I am not playing your silly little games today. Not happening. But other than that, I never really had anyone come up that was like irate or yell at me. But the cops are the greatest. I'll tell you. It's funny because they come up to me. And they're like, going, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm quilting. I'm making a hammock over here. I'm metal detecting. What do you think I'm doing?
What do you think I'm down to? Yeah, Nathaniel, he dropped out. He said his internet's making trouble.
Okay.
But thanks for coming on, Nathaniel.
Yes, thank you very much. Highly appreciate it.
That was super awesome. Thanks for coming, dude. I appreciate it. We love your channel. If anyone's not subscribed to Nathaniel, he's trying to hit 500. He's got a giveaway he's going to do. I think he's less than 20 away. He got a couple in the last day I seen. So his link's in the description. Yeah, well, I don't know.
We're not supposed to say that now. I forgot. YouTube, they got their own little thing going down now.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I digress, or whatever we would say.
I will say this: we are at the 12:30 mark, and I do have.
We've hit 1 hour, guys.
Yes,
we made it to the end.
Yeah. Congratulations. I thank everybody for showing up. But again, usually can only stay till about 12:30. Then I have to jet because I take care of some stuff around the house. So really quick, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, everybody that's watching over in chat. Do me a favor, all these subs all these channels you see, hit those links. Hit them big time. Go check out everyone's channel that's either in the chat or everyone that's been on this show. Check out the channels. Go hit them up. Big time, like. Don't worry about me. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be around.
All right, TripWire,
Anyhow,
thanks for coming. Thanks
yes.
for being my co-host.
My
I'm
pleasure.
just gonna
Thank you for
start
having
saying
me
bye.
again. Well,
We had an awesome
take
show.
care. Thanks again.
We
It's
had
great
totally
seeing you
awesome.
all. Really, it is. I love this to death. All right, y'all take
All
care.
right, let's kick him from the studio. He won't even
Like,
get to
subscribe, keep the hunt alive.
Boom. There goes TW. See you, Tripwire. Jeff, you're next then. Let me put away the messages. My computer's starting to act like we've had too much fun. So, Jeff, thanks for coming. It was awesome to have you. See, it's like double tapping everything I do. Boom, he's gone. That was awesome. Next, we got Mike from M&W. You were on the show before. You jumped up. Awesome of you to come.
Hey, thanks for having me. And just quickly, I just want to give a quick, jump on to my 500 sub giveaway video, and feel free to
You as well?
Yeah, 3 silver.
Oh, you were telling me. That's right. I fell asleep
3
after.
silver bullion coins going out. 1 for each subscriber. 3 winners. So
everybody better head over. Definitely head over to M&W. Watch the videos. Leave some comments.
Appreciate it.
On. Hope to have you again someday, Mike.
I'll
and
be
say
around.
Hi to Persis for me.
Will do. Thank you, Marlon.
All right, I'm gonna kick you. Boom. Shane, we had lots of fun on our late night.
I'm
Everyone's
still
gonna
whipped,
go
dude.
check it out.
I end up going and working all night, so I'm ready to see if I can get a nap.
Oh, for sure. I was waiting for this show. It seemed like I was prepared earlier. You know, sometimes I'm scrambling last second to put it together, and this time it seemed like it fell together nicely.
Had a good day.
Awesome. I thank everybody for supporting me through this, for sure. See you, Shane.
Later,
Gonna
bro.
Give you the kick, and I'll see you later on the live streams. There we go, J-Man. We're at our last jump up guest. He was the first, so I like to save him for last. Thank you for being the bravest.
Hey, Marlon, I could have been a contender, and thanks for having me on. And if I just want to make a super plug about this really cool
Contender. I love that.
really cool cap gun, and I have a little feature of the company that made it and the history of cap guns on Metal Sharks. So if anybody's interested in that, please consider it.
Yeah, definitely head over to Metal Sharks. I watched that video, because I commented.
Oh, yeah, and it was featured on the Digging Canucks stream this morning, so I really appreciate it.
I seen it there, too. Yeah, J-Man, that uses the roll caps. And I always say roll caps were better because it had way more shots.
Yeah, and it was the roll caps.
Yeah, no doubt.
Clean it up, it would still work. So I'm going to do a follow-up video cleaning it up and trying to get it to work.
Oh, I can't wait. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to give you the kick. And boom, he's gone. Look at that, guys. Oh, wait. 1 second. He did us the courtesy of coming. Can you hear us, Ed? We were almost past the point. Ed, say hi to everyone really quick.
Hi, everyone.
You graced us with your presence. And with my small tablet here, sometimes, you guys can't see me. But like they're below the bottom of the screen with the guests. And you can't see they're there sometimes. Anyway, flash in your pan, Ed.
How you doing, Marlon?
I'm doing good. I seen you live on location at that meet and greet. That was cool.
Oh, yeah, in Nashville, Tennessee with Ventures with Purpose crew.
That's right.
That was an experience. And
It was
Monday,
cool.
they found the missing person they were looking for.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's good.
Well, 3 months ago, they were there in Nashville looking for Bill Simmons.
Yep.
And then they came back last week. And tons of YouTubers were down there. A lot of them been on my Tuesday show, but they pulled out 17 and a half cars while they were there. The majority of them was at the end of one boat ramp.
Cool.
And then they went to locate a helicopter on Sunday, and Monday they continued the search for Bill, and they found him.
And well? Or unwell?
Well, they found him in his van in the Cumberland River. So,
Oh, okay. I was hoping for a happy ending. I was holding out. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah, that's tragedy.
Yes, it's very tragic, but the good thing is
Closure.
he's back with loved ones. There's closures, as
That's the
Gene
truth.
said. And
entirely. And we should thank everyone who was searching too, because that's stressful for everyone involved.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't imagine searching like that. So let's start saying bye, guys. I know Gene probably has to go.
Yes.
Josh
before
has
I
to
do, I was going to tell you guys, if you haven't yet, go look at our song that my oldest son wrote. He wrote a song.
I forgot to say it.
Song. He played all of the instruments in the song. He layered it all together. He's the one that does all my editing and everything. So
go check out their new stuff there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll give you the kick. We dig it,
everybody.
Although you were a main guest, so I should save you for last. Let's do this.
No,
Josh,
man, you're good. You're good.
Thanks for coming, Josh. You were on before. You're awesome. He got sponsored, Ed. He got sponsored for magnets.
Nice.
Congrats, Josh. And we'll see you on the channel. Which one is it?
Rogue Magnetic. Yep,
cool.
Nice.
I'll see you, Josh. Boom. Ed, thanks again. You're the man with the pan, and it's got a flash. He's the flashing pan guy. Everyone, make sure you get to Ed's channel. Drop him the old U-boat. I'll say subscribe. See you, Ed. Boom.
Bye.
Gene, I know you were on one of my very first, before I had this even figured out, before we had TripWire, before we had anyone, you came on the show when it was just a little baby figuring out how to crawl. I thank you.
You've got it down now,
that's
man.
what
You've
encouraged me. That's what kept me going. When everyone jumped on that first day, random, I knew this could work. So, Gene, all the way to the Virgin Islands, I thank you.
Yeah, man.
Give everyone
Have a good day, everybody.
Goodbye, and then we'll give you the kick.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks for coming, and I know we'll see you again.
Thanks, Marlon.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And look, we're down to just this guy. Thanks for coming, guys. That was super awesome. I'm ending the show with 35. We had more than 50. I didn't expect to beat the previous record of 64 because between Nancy and the Jersey History Hunters, they got a lot of loving, adoring fans. And that was awesome. But see how close we were with these awesome channels today? We had to be in the high 50s. And that's what you could count on one hand, the difference. So when you think of it that way, today's channels are just as awesome as all the other ones that we had before. You don't need 1,000+ subscribers to be awesome. Look at me. I think I hit 400. I'm not talking about it because I feel better when I just ignore it. And I'm just here to have fun. So guys, I thank every single one of you for coming. Over 30 people at the end. I'm probably going to go have a little cry after. A happy cry, though. Without further ado, I'm going to go to the section here and do the things I always forget, like saying, hello, treasure friends. Thank you all for coming. That was awesome. Each and every one of you. This is the end. No more jackassing. Here we go. Let's bring it out. We'll play the outro. Stay to the end. It has a positive message for all us treasure hunters. I don't care what your treasure is. As long as you're hunting it, it's treasure. It could be the copper from a dishwasher. It could be coins in the ground. It could be coins at the coin store or an auction, never touched by a human hand, right? What else could we have? Anything. Rocks. You better believe it. If you're collecting it, if you're hunting it, it's treasure. Go get it. Okay, guys. And I will always love you. Always. Love you guys. Oh, I was feeling it that time.